morning, everyone. I'm Pradeep Kumar, Assistant Professor at Guru Gobind Singh College of Pharmacy, Yamunanagar. We welcome you all on behalf of Guru Gobind Singh College of Pharmacy to this webinar series. Our college was established in 2002 under the guidance of Sardar Bhupinder Singh Ji Johar with a vision to develop as a center of excellence in pharmacy education where leaders in pharmacy practice, teaching, and public sectors are nurtured to develop and serve mankind. The college is running under the aegis of Guru Nanak Khalsa College Management Committee, Yamunanagar, which is serving as in the domain of education since 1968. Our college is running B Pharmacy since 2002, which is NB accredited, and we have B Pharmacy and M Pharmacy in our college as well. Today, we have a webinar scheduled on design thinking, transforming challenges into opportunities by Dr. Ashwini Dhingra, who is HOD in our college, that is Guru Gobind Singh College of Pharmacy, and he has a 12 years of experience in teaching. He has about 50 research publications, and he has around 5 copyrights, 3 patents, and he is the Anthem Ambassador and Innovation Ambassador for MHRD Innovation Cell. So without further ado, I will invite Dr. Ashwini Dhingra to start the webinar. Thank you.
Introduction. Before the start of today's webinar, I would like to thank to the management and especially our principal sir, Professor Dr. Kumar Gaurav, for giving me opportunity to share my views about design thinking and the paradigm shift towards the innovation. Design thinking involves the transformation from making people want things to the making things that people want. Both this process involve technology. In the first one, or you can say in the former one, this technology is used in terms of online marketing and digital advertisement in which different organizations, institutions or individuals make people to want things that they are showcase their services, their specification of the product, so that three things: what, when, and how about the design thinking. Let's take first what is the design thinking and what is not. So when someone is talk about the design thinking, the first thing come in our mind is the appearance, or you can say the design of a particular thing. So it is design is how it works. When we see everything around us, we will see that everything is designed. Here in this increase the and which itself lower the taxes and one can feel a driving pleasure. So design thinking starts with the people. The people can be a user, it can be a client, it can be a customer, or you can say stakeholder, borrowers, lenders. So design thinking is an human-centered and collaborative approach, creative and practical in nature. These are the key elements of design thinking. Means it is a people centered, it is a highly creative, means it involves lot of technology which leads to the innovation. It is an hand on, or you can say the involves lot of research, lot of experiments. And lastly, it is an iterative process. Let's take one by one. As I said earlier, design thinking is an human-centered approach. You start what people, user, customer, or you can say stakeholder needs or want to do things, their motivation and the problem they are trying to solve. When you are going to discuss something about with the peoples, you have to ask more and more why, so that you can get a right problem for and you can find out the right solution. Empathy is a key. Empathy is basically the understanding with the observation. Means you are not only going to ask every time why and why. You may arise the problem by observation. It is not about you. You need the ability to understand and share the feelings of the other. The second thing is the highly creative, or you can say the innovation. Design thinking stimulate you to look at the situation differently and come up with the new solution that go beyond and improve the existing alternative. It means when you have a problem, you can come up with the all possible, or you can say infinite solution. The integrative thinking is a key. Means with the help of integrative thinking, you can carry out all the possible solution of a particular problem, and it is your ability to look at all the different aspects towards the problem. When we talk about the design thinking in a broadest way, we move from thinking of ourselves as a designer to the thinking of ourselves as a designer thinker. Means we have to observe or understand the problem, what the people actually feels, and so that we with by the use of technology we can carry out the suitable solution of that particular problem. The third one is the handover. Stop discussing, start working. This is a key of hand-on, or you can say experimentation of design thinking. Make idea tangible. Prototyping is thinking with your hand and test your hypothesis. The experiment can be carried out on the basis of trial and error method. It means you can succeed in the very first attempt, or you have to carry out different experimentation to be a succeed. Failure is not a necessary part of the process in order to succeed, or you can say that failure is not a part to get success and to find the right solution of a particular problem. So design thinking actually is thinking is less where thinking and more about doing. The fourth one is the iterative process. The road of success does not follow a straight line. The more you able to loop through, means you have to understand the particular problem, you have to create your idea, then you have to design that particular prototype, and you can offer that particular prototype to the peoples to use, take their feedback, and from their feedback you again learn about the new aspects, you again understand and observe the things, and that means it is a continuous process, or you can say the continuous cycle in which there is a higher chance to get a good result. When you see the Google venture of a design sprint, you will see an idea. Idea is to learn. Once you learn, you again generate an idea. But taken in the broader sense, when you have an idea, you have to build this particular idea in a rough way. And after designing the prototype, you will share this prototype with the peoples so that they can use that particular idea, and after that particular idea you can take feedback from them, and if there is any chances of modification you can do it, learn again. So it is a continuous process. So when you how design feels, when you think about a design, it is a lot of uncertainty. It involve a lot of pattern, a lot of insight, or you can say infinite insight. You have to do a lot of research work. So it is a complicated process. But when your prototype has been generated, then your clarity or focus is you can say is clear. So design thinking is making you clear about the solution of a particular problem. So next is the when can design thinking be helpful? So design thinking can be helpful in terms of weak problem. Weak problem are those problems which are ill-defined, means in which both the problem and the solution are unknown at the beginning. A large part of the problem solving is actually defining a problem, means we are not having a suitable problem to which we have to answer that particular problem. So how we can get a right problem from a particular situation? By asking more and more why, and by the use of empathy. It is a tricky. It involves a quite bit of risk, as you are leaving the comfort zone of the organization. The second is it is not for the every problem. Design thinking is a creative, intuitive, emotional, and not the answer of every single problem. Means why application of a single design you can't apply it to a large number of population. For some question, you need the rational thinking, spreadsheet, PowerPoint, and woman or man suits in to come with a valid answer. For example, in some cases, we acquire a local competitor to get the solution of our problem. So how do you apply the design thinking? So when we going to apply the design thinking, we must have know about the different mindset and mode of the design thinking. Now let's zoom into the design thinking process. So in this slide, you will see the different thinking mindset that involve in the design thinking. It involves empathy. Empathy means observation or understanding a particular problem. You can interact with the people so that you can get the right problem, and not only always asking or interviewing. It is also based on the observation, like in the next image, show donut tell. It involves a lot of experiments. After doing the lot of experiment, you have a mindfulness of insights towards the problem. It is an action oriented, or it can be a collaborative approach where you are going to do the brainstorming of different insights to apply a particular one. And in this slide, you will see the different design thinking modes, which include empathy, define, ideate, prototype, test, iterate, synthesize, stroke. Means these are the different name, but the overall process is no one size fit to the all approach. As I told earlier, there is no single process or toolkit that serve every single case, or you can say every single problem. There is a wide variety of processes and tools that people customize to serve their need. The 5-step process from Stanford Design School is a key model that is broadly used to help proven its value in case of design thinking. So what was this model? This is the design thinking modes, means it involves the 5 steps: empathize, define, ideate, prototype, test. These all steps are interrelated to each other. Means empathy is related to the define, it is again related to the ideate, and related to the prototype, and define is again involve the empathize means observation, or you can help you to ideate a particular solution of a particular problem. And prototype is again based on the empathize, means observation or understanding, so you can say improvement of your broader way. So first one is the empathize. Empathize is the understand the experience, which is a situation and emotional of the person who are you working for. Means engage the people in conversation and interview and ask more and more whys, so that you will get a right problem and you can work out on the right solution. not only interviewing, sometime observation, use, and their behavior in the context of their life. The third one is watch and listen. It is again the observation. Ask someone to complete a task and tell you what they are doing. The second one is define. Once you get the right problem, the process and the synthesis, the finding in order to form a user point of view that you will address. Means you have a user from which you have to find out the solution. Means your problem is related to that particular user, which is a group of people, since it is a human centered approach. Then is a need. Synthesize and select a limit set of the needs that you think and important to fulfill. Means from these users you have to carry out their needs or their problem. After getting their problem, you think as much as apply the design thinking with the iterative thinking, so that you will get a full insight, express this insight you develop, and define the principles. The third one is the ideate. Focus on the idea generation. Your transition problem into the solution. Explore a wide variety and a large quantity of ideas to go beyond an obvious solution to a problem. It involves a lot of creativity, a teamwork, or you can say group synergy, and after that, the evaluation of a particular idea. When we talk about creativity, combine the unconsciousness with the rational thoughts and the imaginations. Means you have to carry out all the possible imagination, all the possible insights. Group synergy means you take all the insights, do brainstorming, and find out the better solution of from all of these idea and separate the generation. After separating the generation, evaluate that particular idea to work, yes or not. The fourth one is prototype. When your idea is okay, then you are going to build that particular idea. A simple, cheap, and fast way to shape idea so that you can experience and interact with them. This involves the building of a particular idea, or you can say the showcase of idea in terms of storyboard. So the what is a start building? Create an effect a low resolution, or you can say immediate create the particular solution in the form of you can say, so that you can in the form of physical object, and you can give it to the people so that they use it and give feedback from them, so that you will get insight about the modification of your idea. Storyboard is a create a scenario you can role play in a physical environment and let people experience your solution. The next one is the test. Ask for feedback on your prototype. Means once your prototype has been okay, you give it to the people to use it, and then you have to ask them for the feedback. Learn about the user, reframe your views, and refine your prototype. Show, let the people use your prototype, give it in their hand and let them use it, and listen what they say. You can get a new insight to after the feedback of the particular users, and you can modify your idea, or you can say to produce the right solution. You can create an experience, let people talk about how the experience and how they feel it, so that you can get a right solution. So it is a non-linear process which involves the understanding, observation. It combinedly come under the empathy. Then it is a define a problem, define a particular idea, then to generate idea by using design thinking along with the iterative thinking. Made this design is in the form of prototype and test, and this process is going on. So what is the methodology we are going to adopt in the design thinking? These are the few points. Means first you have to make a problem statement. Means once your problem has been defined, you can find the analogous solution. You can use the design thinking, creative thinking, and find out all the possible solution of that particular problem. Then you are going to brainstorming, so that after the infinite idea you can get a particular solution. solution of a particular problem, find the middle group, start prototyping, join the dots for a system map, and make an effective solution and make manage itself. Then again, as I said earlier, it is a continuous process. Find a new problem area and go to the step one. Means you identify a problem and generate its solution. So how does design thinking benefit to an organization or institution or as an individual? So design thinking help you to innovate. The first application of you can say design thinking is the creation of new things, or you can say it is related to the innovate. Innovation involves in the big bet means with the PowerPoint presentation and full of statics and customer insight, you need to make a big bet on the new product, a new technology, and the premium services that go to the market and flop, often of the reason for their hard to the figure out. So these are come under the big bets. So design thinking integrate the viability, the feasibility, and desirability. And the common process in the common part of in these three process will lead to the innovation. If you see any innovation, it is involved of viability, feasibility, and desirability. If any innovation you will found any of two out of these, means a particular system has a viability and feasibility, then it will not relate to an innovation which can be commercialized. If a particular involve the viability and desirability, then also it cannot be a commercial. To commercialize your idea, or you can say design thinking, so that people can use your idea worldwide, it involves both the viability, feasibility, along with the desirability. Viability involves the technology, the business, or you can say the human centered approach, means what the people want. And with the help of technology means the feasibility, you can apply technology and make your idea active. And if your idea is show desirability, means people are going to use that particular idea, means you will lead their innovation which can be commercialized. So a lean approach. Design thinking stimulate you to be a highly creative, and at the same time it allow for quick validation for those concepts which the target customer or business model, such as limiting potential risk. So design thinking is a balance between the analytical thinking and iterative thinking. Analytical thinking is 100% reliable, whereas the iterative thinking is 100% validate. So the get the good result, you have to reliability in your solution and the validation of your solution. So it is a blend of, you can say, analytical thinking and iterative thinking. Now is the it will help you to differentiate from the competitor. Design thinking always, let's take the example of serving is selling. As it become increasingly harder to differentiate on price, product range, or local presence, then customer experience become a key. Here I quote an example of bank, which is having a same local presence. They are offering a same means, you can say, the same services, the same product range. Now the people choose which particular bank where the service is good. So therefore servicing is a new selling. It is a part of, you can say, design thinking. Third one is it help you to increase the customer satisfaction, means customer retention. A customer centric mindset help you to improve the customer experience over different channel and touch point, and positively impact customer satisfaction. Customer are more loyal, buy more and higher margin product from you. It also improve your net promoter score, or they can act as an ambassador for your product. Means if you are providing a good services or a good customer satisfaction, they will tell about your system, about your process to the other one, and they act like as an ambassador for your in the design thinking. There are four key points you have to remember. in the design thinking. The first one is design thinking is a user-centered approach to a problem solving where empathy is a key. Means you have to a good ability to observe as a design thinker to get a right problem. The second thing is design thinking is especially helpful for the big problem where we don't know the problem, and so that we don't know the solution of a particular problem. You can identify the right problem by asking more and more and more whys. The third one is design thinking is a step-by-step process that is repeated over the multiple iterations. And the fourth one is design thinking is about doing. Let's start together today. At the last of this design thinking, I would like to read out the few quotes of Albert Einstein. If you always do what you always did, you will always get what you always got. Thank you for your patience. Now it's a time to the questions. If there is any question about the design thinking.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ashmi Dhingra, for your informative session. Please feel free to ask any questions. Question for me, if you give permission, would you please tell me if what is the role of design thinking in innovation and entrepreneurship?
Yes, sir. Can you please repeat your question?
Am I audible to you?
Yeah.
Okay, sir. May I know the role of design thinking in innovation and entrepreneurship?
Okay. You are asking about the role of design thinking in the innovation and entrepreneurship, right? So,
Yes, sir.
design thinking means how it will help the innovation. First, I will talk about the innovation. Uh, as I told you in my slide, that design thinking involves the viability, feasibility, and desirability. Viability means a person is going to deliver something for or making something for people use, and if it is feasible. First thing is the viability means you have the right problem from which the people suffer. Then the feasibility of that particular solution means you can use the technology and make it in the form of physical form. And then if the people adopt it means the validate your problem or you validate your solution, so it will lead to the innovation. Here is an example of, you can say, Ola, Uber, or Oyo. ठीक है? These come into the market with the different thinking, and people adopt when the people are adopted that particular, this will lead to the entrepreneurship, and the model is based on the innovation. So it is, you can say, design thinking will help you the both in innovation, and if it is having the viability, feasibility, then you can commercialize your product, so it will lead to the entrepreneurship also.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Ashmi Dhingra. I believe this is the end of our session. And thank you so much for your time. And everyone, thank you so much for your time as well. And have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Pradeep.